for the last one and a half months that I've been speaking about the film. And of course, from the time the trailer has come out, we've been talking about Tourette's. You'll be happy that there have been a lot of people in India now who know about Tourette's syndrome. So would you like to...
Yes, well, I'm very excited.
Yeah, so you can take the stage now and just talk to them, Brad. You know, whatever your
feelings are.
Yeah, whatever your feelings are.
Well, I'm really honored that you all decided to do a movie about my life. I had a chance to see the trailer, and it looks like Rani gave it her all. You could tell that there's a lot of passion in this movie, and I think that that really represents my life. I try to live life every single day. I try to live life like everyone else, and just to try to go out there and have fun. Ultimately, I had a dream that I wanted to become a teacher, and I followed that dream despite having a medical condition called Tourette syndrome. So to see that my story has been turned into a movie that millions of people across all of India are going to watch, it really means a lot to me that I'm able to continue to share my message of hope. That just because people are different, just because someone may have a disability or a challenge or a weakness in life, that I'm a role model for so many people to show them that they can overcome that and go out there and follow their dreams.
Fantastic. Guys, you would like to ask a question to Brad? Please, the floor is open for you guys. You want the mic? Yeah, Brad, we are going to ask the media now to take questions for you. Yeah? Okay, great. Yeah. So could you just stand up and ask a question?
Yeah. My name is Arundhati. I am from Indo-Asian News Service. And my question is, sir, you're living with this syndrome, right? And you made it your strength. So I want to know how this syndrome actually kind of impacted your life, and therefore you wrote a book about it.
Yeah, growing up with Tourette syndrome was really difficult. I first started with these tics when I was around 10 years old, and I immediately knew that I was different. But my mom never allowed me to feel that way. She said, you know, you're going to have a positive attitude, we're going to figure this out, and we're going to go out there and educate people. So growing up with Tourette syndrome was never easy. I was the outcast. I was often the kid in the corner that other students didn't want to be around, and the teachers didn't want to deal with me. And growing up, I just knew that school could be different, that life could be different, and I wanted to go out there and make a difference in the life of other kids. So from an early age, I knew that I wanted to be a teacher. So I went out there and followed my dream to become a teacher, and then once I grew up and I experienced being a teacher for a while, I knew that I needed to share my story. I knew that my story was one that people with disabilities, if they had Tourette syndrome or any other challenge in life, that they needed to see that they could overcome their challenge. And so that's why I decided to write the book for another class, how Tourette syndrome gave me the teacher that I never had. Because I didn't have a teacher that really believed in me. You know, when I look back to think about, you know, which one of my teachers inspired me to be the teacher I am today, unfortunately, I really don't have one that I can look at and say, well, it was that teacher that made a difference in my life. So I decided that I was going to overcome my challenge and go out there and be that teacher that I never had. You know, that teacher that would focus on kids' strengths, not their weaknesses. I wanted to be that teacher that would give kids pats on the back for doing good things. And ultimately, I wanted to be that teacher that would tell those kids that I will be there for you. When no other teacher wants to be there for you, I'm going to be that teacher that will be there for you, that will believe in you, because I know what it's like. I know what it's like for a teacher not to believe in their students, and I refuse to let that happen in my classroom.
Hi, Brett. Brett, can you hear me?
No, who is the
I
person?
can, absolutely.
You have to stand up, please. Please stand up. No, stand up, say your question and then sit down.
Hi, Brett. My question is, what do you think makes you a great teacher?
I think that I've had the opportunity to experience life in the classroom from a negative perspective, and I decided that I was going to take those negative thoughts and feelings and experiences and turn them into positive ones. I feel like I'm the teacher that is able to help kids who have challenges. I've walked the walk so I can talk the talk. And I want them to see me as a role model that if I can overcome challenges, then they can do it too. If it means that they're not a good reader, I could show them that they can be a good reader. Don't let your challenge stand in your way. Don't let it define who you are. I never let Tourette's syndrome define who I was, so I don't want it to define who they are. But I feel like I have a sense of empathy, patience. I try to be that teacher that can go in there and really engage students to be the best that they can be. Because I think that that's what every kid wants. They want to go to school, they want to learn, they want to have a good time, they want to look up to their teacher. And that didn't really happen for me. So I try to turn all those negative things into positive things. But I think that the ultimate thing is that I like to build relationships with my kids. I think when teachers build relationships with their kids, then the kids start to trust them. And so at a very, very early point in my career, I told my kids I'm open and I'm honest about living with this medical condition. And if at any time anybody wants to ask me a question, then feel free to do so. And I felt like they just wanted to know why I was making all these noises. And then once I told them what I was doing, they were fine with it. So I feel like my strengths of being a teacher come from my experiences with growing up with Tourette's syndrome in the classroom as a student.
And any school